Hey guys, welcome back to another RASK Maths video. In this video, we're going to be solving SMC 2023 question number 22. And there's actually a very simple way to solve this question. So, to be honest, this question isn't too bad for question 22. Definitely seen some harder ones, and this is just a curve sketching one. So we could do this by just plugging in values of x and eliminating values. So we'll do that way first, and then I'll show you the much easier and faster way of doing it. So yeah, let's just plug in values. We'll just start off with x equals 0. So we have y equals sine of arc cos of x. So let's start off with y of 0. That's going to be sine of arc cos of 0, which is going to be sine of, well, arc cos of 0, if we draw the cos graph, is going to be either pi over 2 or 3 over 2 pi. So we'll just take the pi over 2 one for now. If we take 3 over 2 pi, then it would also be minus, but I don't think any of these have minus 1, so we'll just take pi over 2, and then sine of pi over 2 is equal to 1. So immediately we can eliminate b. We can eliminate d and e. So that just leaves a and c. Now, a and c have a common point around here. So now let's try y of minus 1. We don't actually know what the x-coordinate of this is, but we'll try y of minus 1. And you'll see why in a second. So if we have arc cos of minus 1, now this is exactly pi. Let me just label these points. That's x, and this is cos of x. So if we're at minus 1 here, then we're going to be at pi over there. So that gives us sine of pi, which is equal to 0. And now from here we can eliminate a, so we get c. So that's our answer. And now let's do it the nice way, I think, because eliminating options isn't usually the best way. Well, sometimes it can be in these kind of challenges, but most of the time it's nice to just work out the answer without having to look at the options. So we have the curve y equals sine of cos of minus 1 of x. And we should know that cos of minus 1 of x is just going to be x, right? Because cos is the inverse of arc cos. So when you apply both of them, you just get x most of the time. Actually, all of the time. So how can we convert this sine into a cos? Well, we can use the Pythagorean identity. Sine squared x plus cos squared x equals 1. And if we rearrange this for sine of x, I'll do that over here. Sine of x is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos squared of x. And we can take either positive or negative. I'll take positive for now, and you'll see why. If nothing jumped out to you, then you could just try both paths, but I'll take the positive for now, and you'll see why in a second. So using this substitution, let's replace this sine with a 1 square root 1 minus cos squared, and x is going to be arc cos of x. So we'll put that in there, remembering that this squared is actually outside the bracket, so it actually looks like that. And now from here, we can simplify this expression because we have a 1 minus cos of minus 1, which is just going to be x, and it's x squared. So here's the reason why I said it doesn't really matter if we take plus or minus. In fact, we can just leave the plus or minus in here. And then what we'll do is we'll square it. So we get y squared is equal to 1 minus x squared. And you'll see we actually get the equation of a circle. Now, the reason, that's obviously c, but the reason we only actually take the upper half is because the equation's in this form. It's not in the implicit form like here. And so we have to choose if we want the plus or the minus. And I suppose they've just chosen the plus. But yeah, either way, that shows that the answer is C. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.